Hi, my name is Brian Hegney, Instructor of Communication at High Point University in High Point, North Carolina. So, welcome to part 8 of this tutorial series on how to raise a platform. If you watched all parts 1 through 7, what you've learned is how to create a blueprint, a level blueprint, how to do a few visual scripts using Boolean variables, using some key events, using a trigger event, using 3D vector variables, um, and then how to make some nice clean code and how to bring it all together, how to troubleshoot some problems. So I just did a little learning last night and I came up with a much easier idea, or rather I didn't come up with it, I saw someone else use a much better idea for creating a lift or a platform. So I wanted to share it with you. This should be pretty quick. If you've gone through all of my other videos, then you kind of already know what we're doing. Basically, this what we've done before is not the way we're going to do it. I'm going to create a second lift in my scene. This time, all of the functionality will occur within the level or the blueprint of the platform. So I'm going to make a new blueprint and I'm going to call it Platform 2 or BP Platform 2. So that's just going into my blueprints folder, right-clicking, saying create a basic asset blueprint class, create an actor. I'm going to call it BP underscore, well, let me call it platform 2 underscore BP. I'm going to double click that and this will look familiar. And this is where before we've added a static mesh. I've ensured that that was a shape cube. I've scaled that 4 times the x and the y and 0.25 in the z direction, and you see that, the cube. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to put the volume, the box collision cube in the blueprint this time. Okay, it's a much better way of doing it. When I do that, I'm going to click it here. Now this box collision is a child of the static mesh. And if the static mesh were to move, the box would move with it. Let me just drag this up. You see that box collision right there? I'm going to keep it about the same size in the X and Y directions. That looks kind of nice. And I'm going to change its Z to maybe 4 times that. And of course, raise it up just a little bit. So maybe make it 8 times that. Yeah, that might be a little bit better. Let's see. That looks nice. So that's my box collision right there. And instead of doing the collision in my level blueprint the way I did it before, what we're going to do is we're going to do this collision right in this blueprint. And the way we can do that is we could right-click. No, we can't right-click. Sorry about that. We're going to scroll down our details panel when we have our box collision enabled, and we have all of these preset events we could do on component hit. So when something hits this, or on component begin overlap. So when we begin to overlap this thing, I'm going to click plus. All right. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to say when we begin to overlap that box, the collision box, we are going to create a timeline. And if you've gone through my other videos, you already know what this timeline is. We're going to call it, animate lift. And we're going to double click into here, create a new float track, call it animation. We are going to add a point there, a point there. We are going to click time is at 0, value at 0. For this one, time is going to be at 4 seconds, and the value is going to be 1. Then we are going to enter, zoom out, and there we have our animation graph. I'm going to delete that or X that out. And now what we're going to do is we are going to say update set relative location, and what we want to do is make sure we set the location not of ourself, but we're going to set like not the default scene route. What we're going to do is set the relative location of our static mesh. Right there, of our static mesh. Okay? And that's going to raise, well, our static mesh. Okay, now what are we going to do? We are going to make a couple new variables. So I'm going to click Create Variable. This is where I'm going to call platform begin. Enter, and I'm going to turn that into a vector variable. I'm going to add a new one. Guess what I'm going to call it? That's right, platform end. I'm going to make that visible, or make that a public variable. And I'm going to select Show 3D Widget, compile that, save it. I'm going to add a lerp, a vector lerp. And I'm going to hold down Alt, drag this. Nope, not Alt. Control, drag these out, and say B is going to go into platform end, A is going to go into platform begin, and the animation from the timeline is going to control the alpha, which is going to control its new location. I'm going to compile that and save it. And that's all I have to do. When I drag platform 2 BP into my scene, look at here, I now have control of that platform end. I can drag this around, drag it up. Let's see, and kind of, it's a bad way of doing it. I should actually go into my quad view, zoom out here, and just make sure I put, where are you? Make sure I put that platform end widget up in an appropriate spot. There we go. Let's move it to the other side of here. And what's going to be fun? Yeah, this is going to be fun. I'm going to move it outside of the box, and I'm going to move it up. That might be fun. Let's see if I have to kind of jump over things to do that. So I'm going to save it. Now, I don't have to do anything in the level blueprint. It's all been done in the platform blueprint itself. So I'm going to actually click play. And there's the platform. When I get on it, it's going to travel all the way up there. Let's see how that works. Here it goes. Whoops. And it went off without me, which is kind of cool. Let me try that again. I'm just going to try to stay on it. There it goes. Oh, there we go, there we go. Cool, cool, cool. And there we are. All right, now, if I want some other kind of functionality, it is the same exact thing as it was before. For instance, when I'm finished, do I want to delay 2 seconds and then reverse? Well, that's the simplest thing we could do. And then it's going to reverse. Oh! That's funny, it stopped it. Whee! Let's see, it'll do it again. There it goes. Yeah, there's something screwy going on with the way it's rendering itself. Let's come over here. Oh, and we stayed. Oh, that might be fun! A moving platform. See, I'm on it again. See, I stay on the trigger box, so it just keeps going and going. There it goes. Whoop! Why did it keep happening? There I go. See, what happens is it's fighting between, I keep triggering it, and so I haven't created a Boolean variable that asks for, is it up or is it down yet? So what I'd have to do is go into my platform 2BP, and I'd say, first of all, I'd say branch, and I would promote to variable, and this new variable would be called, see, it's right here. That's another way of creating a new variable. I would call this is up, and that new variable should start as false. Is up should be false. Now, if it's false, then I do that. And then once I finished, I will say set is up to true. And then I would say, you know what? I'd say branch. I'd say condition is up. If it's true, then do nothing. And if it's false, set it to that. No, if it's true, set is up to false. If it's false, set is up to true. And then it'll pause and it'll reverse. And that's how it'll work. And then it'll be a little bit nicer. There we go. See, now it has no weird triggery functions, because now it is. Now I can go. But now the game knows whether it's up or whether it's down, and it's not going to do anything weird with the trigger. Oh, look at that. I left on that. That's nice. All right. So there's a much easier way to do it. And now I can have so many multiple... Let me put this back to a full screen. The beauty of that now... I can drag another one here. And, ooh, I know. Sorry. What I'm going to do, oh, yeah. Oh, this is so cool. See, I know I should be doing this in a better way. Okay. What I'm going to do now is say, okay. You see this? I want my platform to be here. It's going to be about there. And this is going to be about here. Probably about there. And now this is going to be over here. And now you're wondering what I'm doing. I promise you, this is going to be totally cool. Let's see how we do this. So we're going to go here. Oh, it's bringing us to the other. Oh, we missed it. Dang it. It's going to go back. Okay, maybe I can do this again. Oh no! Okay, too close. Sorry. So what I need to do is just move this one over a little bit. Okay. So now I can have a platform here. Look at, I'm going to go right next to that platform. Oh, damn it. Okay. I mean, darn it. Sorry, guys. I'll move it over that way. Okay. Now we'll go. There's a better way of doing this, and that is to really just, there we go. Ooh! Now I'm riding that platform, and I'm going to get bonked by the wall. Yeah, okay, good. Now I can just keep doing that over and over and over again. Okay. Oh, why does that thing keep happening? What's going on with that? That's interesting. And that's it. So now we have a blueprint, just one blueprint, that we can use over and over and over again for your platforms, and never have to do anything with the level blueprint. So there you go. I hope you have a good time. If you have any questions, please ask me, email me, call me, text me, whatever. Bye. Bye.